In the world, everyone is beautiful in their own way, but there are some people who have looks so unique that they stand out from the rest. Sometimes these people are teased for their looks, but it ends up going their way in the end because they are beautiful. At other times, being too handsome can get you into some trouble. Omar Borkan Al-Gala. Omar is from Dubai. Ever since he was a young man, he was known for his very sharp look. His eyes really draw you in. He also has a very neat beard and a razor-sharp jawline and cheekbones. In his professional life, Omar is a photographer, actor, and poet. You may think that with his great looks and career, Omar had it all going his way. But this all changed in 2013. During a visit to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, he was arrested and then deported from the country. But it was the reason why he was deported that made headlines around the world. Omar was deported from Saudi Arabia for being too handsome. Being too handsome is not a law in Saudi Arabia, so how did this happen? Well, him and two friends were in Saudi Arabia to attend a cultural festival. This was the Riyadh River Heritage Culture Festival in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But he soon fell afoul of the Saudi Arabian religious police. The Saudi religious police were worried he would attract too many women. This would go against their very traditional and conservative culture. So that's why he was ejected from the festival. He was soon arrested entirely and then deported from the country altogether. It's no secret that Omar is very handsome, but do you think his looks could really ruin an entire country? Some have said that this makes him dangerously handsome. However, if the Saudi authorities meant to cause Omar trouble, then this backfired. All of the headlines only made him more famous, and he currently has more than 1.3 million followers on Instagram. But according to the Saudi police, women would not be able to resist him, and this could cause things like affairs and promiscuity. However, Omar's Facebook page is filled with women inviting him to their country, and many of these women promise he won't be deported. Maria Oz. Maria Oz is one of the most beautiful people in the world. Believe it or not, she was actually bullied when she was younger for her looks. But today she's the one laughing. She is a famous Ukrainian model. This girl from Kiev has one very unique feature on her face. That is her gigantic eyes. This makes her look incredibly distinctive and youthful. Maria says she inherited her large eyes from her father. Some people did not believe her eyes could be so big. They thought that she'd had surgery or used Photoshop. But she debunked all of this in various videos. It's commendable that the bullying at a young age did not affect her self-esteem, but even now people are still saying she's not good enough. Maria wanted to join various modeling agencies, but most of them say that she's not tall enough. However, this has not affected her self-esteem at all. She is still very confident and is embracing her own beauty. She is also very popular on Instagram with more than 130,000 followers. Maria is often compared to Japanese anime cartoons. That's because those characters are drawn with incredibly large eyes, much like Maria's. If they ever make more live-action anime series, I think they should consider Maria for a role. Melvnin. This model from Gambia went viral a few years back. This was because she has a very unique and contrasting look. She has very dark skin, but white bright hair. This complements the natural beauty of her face and body. Her eyes are also incredibly bright and really draw you in. Melvnin currently has 390,000 followers on Instagram, but her rise to fame has not been without some controversy. In the comments of her photos, many accuse her of spraying her skin to make it appear darker, but there's no actual evidence for this, and many say that it's natural beauty. Melvnin is rather mysterious, so there's no way for us to really check, but what's certain is her unique look sure is beautiful. Molly Bear. Molly Bear is a 24-year-old from Pennsylvania, USA. She has low self-esteem because she was bullied for her looks during childhood, but she went on to become one of the most famous and successful models in the world. She has modeled on runways and in magazines. For example, Vogue Italia, the most prestigious magazine in the world. She does have a very distinctive face, and for this, she was bullied during her childhood. When she was growing up, she was also very thin and tall. According to her, she has a quote, weird face. She told CNN that she never imagined she would ever be a model, especially considering she was mocked for her looks for so much of her life. When she was younger, she would have glasses, a unibrow, and wear second-hand clothing. Molly describes herself as looking like an alien, rat, demon, goblin, gremlin. But I guess that's a good thing because she is incredibly successful. She is very attractive and has a fascinating face, and this has made her lots of money from her modeling work. The amount of magazine covers she's been on is endless. Stephen Thompson. When many people see this man for the first time, they believe he's photoshopped. But this is not the case. Instead, he was born with a very unique look. For this, he was teased and bullied during his childhood. Stephen is what's called an albino. This meant his skin, hair, and eyes were all very bright and pale, and it also caused him some vision problems too. He never even considered being a model once in his life. But this all changed when he was discovered by a photographer. The photographer was fascinated by Stephen's look. He took some pictures of Stephen which were published in a magazine, and ever since then, Stephen has had regular work as a model. He is now the face of one of the most luxurious fashion brands in the world, Givenchy, and he even starred in the 2016 movie Exposed. Today, Stephen focuses on his 3 passions in life: modeling, acting, and most of all, charity work. Ea Østegren. Many people find tall women very attractive, and many modeling agencies have requirements saying that their models must not be too short. But Ea Østegren is a unique exception. Not only is she very tall, she also has some of the tallest legs in the world. She is 178 centimeters tall. 108 centimeters of that are her legs. Like many models on this list, she was picked on and bullied as a child. Many told her that no man would ever want to go out with someone so tall. But she proved everyone wrong. After being depressed about her long legs, she decided to embrace her natural beauty. She made the choice to love her body and herself. And with this came great success. She soon became a professional model and fitness influencer online. She has an incredibly unique physique, and today she has 245,000 followers on Instagram. In her comments, some people actually do mock her long legs. But because she's learned to love herself, this no longer matters to Ea whatsoever. And her unique beauty is celebrated by thousands of people all over the world. Nastia Zhitkova. Albinos have very unique looks, but this Russian girl from Moscow proves that maybe more than anyone in the world. Not only is her hair snow white, but so are her eyebrows and eyelashes. This contrasts amazingly with her perfect pale skin and bright red lips. Nastia is also famous for her amazing blue eyes. Currently, she works as a model in Japan, but Nastia is not all looks. She actually has a law degree as well. Because she is so unique, many magazines want her on their front covers. However, being an albino does have its downsides. She has poor vision, which is a part of being albino, and because her skin is so pale, it is very sensitive to light. This means she has to cover up or wear lots of sunscreen because she can burn very easily. Nastia even gets burned during the winter time. But despite this all, she embraces her natural beauty and it works well for her. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below, who do you think was the most beautiful person in this video? If you want some more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. But as always, thanks for watching. There are some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.